And that was a pretty decent episode. I feel like I've been saying this for the past 3 weeks. When is this season going to start to kick into gear? I'm starting to get a bit worried.
Picking to
I,
get the merge.
yeah, I, I don't, I don't know. These past 3 episodes for me have been mid. But I think it's going to kick in next episode, which to me is kind of sad. Like it just feels like now it's like this new era. The formula is that the first 3 or 4 votes of the merge are just boring, and then it always kicks up at that final 8 boot. That's when you see like the big threats start to get blindsided. It sucks. Like the first few votes, it seems like it has to be like a product of this 26-day game frame that for the first few votes, I guess everyone's kind of getting to know each other still, so they just vote with big majorities and vote out people on the outs. Usually, it's the opposite, where the big players go out early, and then eventually, your kind of stragglers get voted out from 8 to 5 or whatever. But instead, it's the opposite. But for the past few seasons, we've really seen these big players last until 8, 7, 6, 5, which is good for a boot order, but it makes those first few votes really, really to me. I'm sure you love this episode because you always disagree.
Oh no, I thought it was mid.
Yeah.
I didn't understand. Well, I guess we'll get to that later. The Ryan vote,
Yeah, at all.
especially because like they were like, I, if James, we're doing Cassidy. If it's
Right.
well, who is it? If it was Owen, we're doing Ryan. So I don't know, but I wasn't there. I don't know.
It's just confusing, and it's like it's at a point where it's almost like, what do we have to do to get the merge to start kicking a little bit earlier? Because I think like the note of a good season, I feel like in the past has been the first few merge votes just kick off really, really strong right off the bat. Bam, bam, bam. I'm thinking of Kaguya. I'm thinking of Dave Briscoe. I'm thinking of Philippines. I'm thinking of Here's Just Villains. I'm thinking of Micronesia. And it seems like these seasons post merges start out very weak. Like some of the worst episodes of this new era, I feel like are the early post merge episodes, because the pre merges are usually pretty solid. They introduce the characters pretty well, and they give us some pretty fun characters in the pre-merge, and then with the start of the post-merge, just really boring. Like not like mind-stakingly boring, but definitely mid at best. I guess we can start with the first group with Cody and Jesse. Now, Cody and Jesse still stay in control. Did you expect Cody and Jesse to go the other way, or were you kind of surprised when you saw Ryan go?
No, I was really surprised because first of all, I thought no matter really okay, maybe once James was voted out and once they saw that, I thought there's like it's Cassidy. Like I don't
Yeah.
understand why it wouldn't be Cassidy because Cassidy is a better player than Ryan. They know that. They literally said that. She's more social. She has more connections. So once
Yep.
they see that this big alliance is break because James was a big player, once they see that this alliance of big players is falling apart, like okay, this is our chance. We can get her out right now so that she isn't there. Because like they know Cassidy probably won't be loyal forever. She hasn't really talked that much outside this. She just using it for this round. As to where Ryan's kind of just been around there the entire time. You know what Ryan's going to be. He's not a big wild card. So I was like, I don't know. Like I don't know. They have to give some good justification next episode.
Yeah, because the plan they had was that if James gets blindsided, then they have kind of permission to do Cassidy, because then which is like it's a decent plan, and they do the opposite, and it's like, okay, that's one thing that doesn't really make much sense. But then the boot itself, just based on logic, doesn't make any sense. They pointed out themselves that Ryan is a sheep. He's going to follow you, and you know what he's going to do. He's a worse player than Cassidy socially and strategically, and he's a meat shield, meaning he'll always be like a free like target to throw out. To me, it made no sense, at least to the viewer, why Ryan was voted out. It made zero sense, and it was quite confusing. Also, Cassidy has yet to get a big pickup and edit, which is confusing, because if she's not going to win or she's not going to get booted out, like, why is she still here? It's confused, because like usually like the people who aren't going to win but aren't getting voted out right now and who are still getting like a big edit, those are like your fan favorites. But Cassie's getting nothing.
Perhaps? Who knows?
The
new winner edit. I said new winner edit. I said.
I mean, I guess maybe. It's just That would be very disappointing. Cassidy won. I would have so much fun with that in my videos if Cassidy won. Oh my god, that would
Yeah.
be horrendous, bro. Oh my
Hey,
lord.
it'd be breaking new ground though, because this time it'd be a white woman, not a
Right.
POC woman.
It'd be a white
Breaking new
woman.
ground. You
Yeah,
feel me?
the people on Twitter be like, why aren't you happy? It's a white woman. It's not what you wanted. Huh? Huh? Oh my god. I
Did
just
you want to? Did you want a whitey to win the season? Did you want a little cracker to win the season?
Well, and that's the thing is like it's confusing at this point. I feel like no one's getting like last season. I felt like we had people with obvious like good edits, like hero edits in a way. Omar had that. Jonathan had that. Even like Drea had it to an extent, even though she was kind of a villain. To me, it's like I don't really care about anyone on this season at this point, except for maybe Cody. I'm like even Sammy now that they're editing him in this really weird way where it makes you not really want to root for him. And then Carla, obviously, come on. If Carla's the person that that we're supposed to be rooting for, we have some issues. And then Cassidy, come on, of course not. James is gone now. Who else? And then Jesse and Cody are obviously getting this like really weird edit where they're controlling stuff, but as we agreed this previous weekend, they're not like getting the big edit. And Owen, I mean, I guess Owen's getting the only like really hero edit at this point. Owen's getting the only edit that's like overly positive, and it's a bit confusing. I feel like you have to have a hero somewhere. Not every like I feel like what sold Survivor in the past is you had a bunch of heroes and villains and a few normal people, but everyone seems like the normal person on this post merge, and it is a bit confusing. I'm struggling to think of like what would I name my video for tomorrow, my recap. There's like the most boring episode in Survivor. Like I have no, I don't know. It was really mid to me.
Survivor's biggest anti-hero.
And I of course, people are gonna like be like, "What do you mean, Spencer? You were just saying this season's gonna be great." And I still think it's going to be great. I think if it continues like this, we're gonna have problems because the season's built up. I think to a point now where you need to start seeing at least blind sides, if not like these story arcs start to pay off. Also, Noel's like, or was it Noel's who got the sob story?
It was actually Cassidy, so I was like,
oh my god,
it
was like
get on out of here.
I was screaming at my TV like, when are you guys gonna learn? Showing like you're trying to build a story arc in 15 seconds is not gonna work. You need to build it throughout the whole season. That's why we actually care about like Cody, because he's been built up and built up and built up. We don't know anything about Cassie, so why are we gonna care about her sister who died in a random amount of years ago? To me, it's just like it's so random and it's so blatantly trying to get you to all of a sudden love Cassidy. I think it's forced. I think it's not the right way to do it. You need to get your viewer to care about the characters without forcing them. And it does really feel like they're forcing Carla and they're forcing Cassidy. I feel like at this point, the people who they should be trying to give these big edits to is your Sammys, is your Codys. It doesn't matter when they go out. Those are the people. To me, and unless you're building up Carla or Cassie for a boot next episode, there's no need to give them a big edit at this point. It's a bit confusing.
Maybe like Cassie's gonna win, and that's why she keeps getting away with this. I don't know.
Yeah, Cassidy. I think at this point, Cassidy's like a real like. Like Marianne got like a big edit, so Marianne's not the best comparison, but I think Erica's a better one. Where it's like as you got farther, you're like, wait, Erica's still here, and like they're giving everyone else a horrible edit. So
sounds like
what's gonna
and
Xander's like the Cody, where like he's the only other person getting a good edit, but it's like it's too good, you know?
Yeah. Well, no, it's like if 41 people everyone else is getting bad edit. It's like here, no one's getting bad edit. No one's getting a good edit. Everyone's just kind of like meh, you know?
It's just meh. Exactly, because in 41 I felt like everyone got a bad edit, and in 42 I felt like everyone got a good edit, and in this season it just feels like everyone's getting like like
it's all right.
Like it's weird. I don't know. To me it's like Sammy and Cody are the only two you can really say have gotten the edit, and at this point Sammy's edit's starting to fall off. Like
it's starting to fall ever since like he decided that apparently Carla's the one true way, only way. I was like, why do you care about what Carla has to say so much? Like really, Carla? Out of all the people, like, don't you think Owen is more of a real one? And I was like actually really pissed off. I was like, no, don't tell her shit, bro. Just like,
Well,
You
it's
know,
a bit
like
confusing because you have this layer of Sammy's supposed to be your big fan favorite, right? And it's like if you can't sell your fan favorite to me, like you have no season. Cody at this point is the only fan favorite left, and even and then he's not getting a lot of content, and so it really leaves you with just Sammy. Sammy has to carry the season right now until they start doing blindsides, and I'm sorry, Sammy's just not doing it for me.
they're not doing it for me either.
What do you think of the other? Wait, no. So we did talk about Cassidy. How about Ryan? Do you feel like Ryan at any point in this episode played the game of Survivor? Because I don't think he did.
He
Not
was
once.
definitely on Survivor.
He was
You know,
definitely
but
on the
did he
show. I think,
play?
according to some sources, I heard he was on the show. But besides that, I don't really think we have much other evidence to
He
show.
said like, oh, you know, I got like 30 pounds of fish on me, so if I get voted out, you know, I
That
was
was
like,
so like old school. Like if you vote me out, then I got 30 pounds of crawfish. And I'm on bird back at like it's like so like old school.
are we not gonna get Ponderosa videos now as well as I think? Is that
Yeah,
over
I
now?
guess not. I apparently like Shan ruined it. I don't know. Again, this
Or
is
fuck
not
Shannon,
confirmed.
honestly, bro.
This is not confirmed, but apparently after Shan, I guess Shan complained to one of the people at Ponderosa that there was issues, and that person, while dealing with those issues, couldn't make the videos, and I guess they just decided to stick with it because so Survivor loves downgrading. Like they just love doing this. I think that the biggest example is with the 26 days where they're like, wait, okay, let's do this for 2 seasons and whatever, we're fine. And they're like, wait, what? We can save money and only lose 3
Wait, we
million
can make the
viewers?
show worse? Hey, let's go.
Yeah, wait, hold on. So we could save half the money and lose half our viewers? Oh, deal. Like it's like what? No, that's
Jeff
not
Probst,
a
game
deal.
changing.
Game.
You know,
I don't understand because like in the past 2 seasons, it's crazy. The 41 premiere was what 6.5 million viewers, and now we're down
Yeah.
to episodes with 4.7. I'm sorry, the people who are on Twitter, the people who are in like the comments saying, "What, you're just negative. If you don't like the show, just stop watching." I'm like, well, if I stop watching, there's gonna be no viewers left. Shit. I mean, come on
Yeah.
now. Like, there's no one. Come on now. Come on. Like, it's just
Oh,
it's
man.
silly to me. It's silly to me. There's something broken about this formula. I don't know what it is. I don't know, well, I do know what it is, but I'm not claiming to have all the answers. There's something wrong here. And I think this episode is probably going to be the last boring one, or mid one, or however you want to put it. But I think it
however
is
you
something
youngins say it nowadays.
yeah, exactly. But it's something to talk about. I feel like it is something that we do need to bring up here. It's just like this is like it keeps happening season after season where episodes 7, because after the merge, which is 6, so let's say 8 and 9 to me just are always mid. 8, 9, and 7 to me are always just really mid.
Well, this
episodes.
was a double boot episode, and those are notoriously mid, so it's
Yep,
kind of like,
they are because it's just so no, but that's the thing. They're actually not though. Like I'm sure they have been in the past.
This
but,
year one was bad. I'm saying this new era.
in this new era. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, they're horrible. Come on now.
Yeah.
But I think the main thing that was confusing about this episode is that why Ryan goes home, and just overall that tribe made no sense to me. Oh, it just.
I mean,
but
they
my-
need to do a
yeah,
better job of explaining it because, like, I bet they have like
Yeah.
a reason why. Like, I bet they
Yep.
just be like, "Oh, well, let's just change our mind,"
I'm sure it
like,
just
and they just
didn't
don't give
fit
it to
in,
you
yeah.
to like just because like they're like, "Oh, we're gonna like." You can blindside the viewers and still have them be like, "Okay, yeah, that's why that person got voted out," instead of just being like, "Oh, well, we're just not gonna tell you."
You know what's funny
at all.
is when Noel makes. By the way, fantastic move by Noel. Applause all around. That was a ballsy move to make there. I hated how they tried to make it look like Carla. It was Carla's it was Carla's choice in the end. Like what? No, it's Noel's move. Like I'm sorry. Like it
Because
is
like
not.
Sammy was like, "Whatever you do, I do."
Yeah, Queen Carla, whatever you do, I'll follow you in your lead. And like stuff.
Let me sniff your feet. Like it's like, bro.
Well, that's the thing is I'm just so confused. Okay, hold on. Let me pause. You act like they don't get millions of views on Paramount Plus. They don't get millions of views on Paramount Plus. Go ahead,
Paramount
Sky.
Plus has like what 2 viewers?
Go ahead, Sky. You can go talk about anything. I'm gonna go prove this guy wrong because I'm petty.
Watching this is like watching the Dallas Cowboys for any of my football fans out there. Like you expect them to do something about the team not being good, and they just don't. It's like, bro, the run defense is so bad. All right, we have a bye week. Let's fix it, and they just don't fix it, and then you lose to the freaking 3-6 Green Bay
Okay,
Packers.
let's
and now,
make it more inclusive for our non-football fans. Can we get back to the show? Oh, well, I
I
proved this
don't
guy
know,
wrong.
bro. Look, your profile picture has a gay pride car with like companies on it, and it's like throwing Ukraine out the bus. I don't really know.
I
What
mean,
together.
that is actually kind of funny, but he's still wrong.
It
I
is
just
funny.
so Paramount Plus has 1 million users this month total for the entire platform.
I
How
doubt
could
1
they get
million people
millions of views
are.
on Paramount Plus? I'm
That's
sorry.
low key all me. That's low key all
That's-
me. You know, like
That's
that.
that's just some brain dead. I'm sorry. That's just brain dead activity. Anyways, so back to the episode. I feel like
Bro,
the
put up
biggest problem with this
stats. I'm
episode.
sorry. Bro, pulled up
I
the
feel like
stats.
pull up the stats exactly, bro. AP stat. What can I say? It's helping me out. What do you think of Carla in this episode winning immunity? I thought that was very unexpected, and I was
like, bro, I'd kill myself if I lost immunity to freaking Carla, dude. I was like,
oh my god. Well, and
imagine,
that's the thing
bro.
is like Carla votes out James here. I think that's a horrible decision. Carla,
Oh, terrible
really-
decision for Carla. Yeah.
Carla would love James and Sammy on her side. Those are now her two sheep. She needs to drag them as far in the game as possible because they're never going to blindside her until maybe
Well, yeah,
4 or
and that's what I'm
5.
saying. That's why I was like, Sammy, what are you doing? If you go to Carla with the end, you are going to lose. Like, it's like don't bring her to the end, dog. You're gonna lose, bro. You gotta.
Yeah.
Gotta
Do you
think
think
smart.
now that the game shifts to Carla and Cassie on the bottom now that James is gone, or
Well,
what do you think?
The fact that Cassidy was able to make it out of this tribal, I think, says something. And Carla still, as
I mean,
Sammy.
Carla's top. I mean, is going to continue to be top 3, probably top 2 on our power rankings. But I'm talking about like I feel like they're building up to a Carla boot. Her win seems a bit too obvious.
I love it. I like it. I don't.
I would love that episode, but I feel like it's a bit too obvious at this point. To be fair, I feel like Carla's playing a good game, but I feel like they are building up to a Carla boot. Who wins after Carla's gone? Because
Sammy, Owen. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if Owen won. Like I wouldn't.
No,
I really
same,
wouldn't
same.
be mad.
At this point, I think Owen's the only person because Sammy's edit's like kind of faded away from the past.
Like
3
if they're trying to do something weird and have like, because like okay, let's look at the jury. Right, we have guaranteed one people on it, but like most of the people on the jury are gonna be dudes. So like I could honestly see Cody winning because he's all like dude bro and stuff,
Yeah.
But like I think like if Cody got to the end, like probably Ryan would vote for him. I could see like Gabler voting for him as well.
I think Cody wins the jury vote against anyone at this point left in the game. Now that James is gone, except for Carla, I think Carla is dangerous because she'll get like a few bitch boy guy votes and she'll get all of the female votes,
AKA
probably
Owen's vote.
including Noelle.
I don't think
After that
Noelle likes her.
testosterone comment from Noelle, I'm scared that Noelle is just another one of these girls that's just going to vote for only a girl, which leaves.
She seems like a real one.
I don't know, maybe.
I find out on the next episode of Survivor.
Well, I'm definitely holding out hope. My biggest worry is that even though this post-merge jury isn't that woke, you still have 4 girls who are going to be there, or probably 3.
Well, not every single female has to be, a woke
Right,
but
right.
I don't
But
think
every
Noelle
single-
is.
no,
Definitely,
yeah.
definitely Janine. And
Definitely
I mean, it
Janine,
only is
definitely
Janine,
Cassie.
Noelle, and Carla, right? Since
Cassie.
oh yeah, totally forgot about her because
Yep.
she's very forgettable. Does she even count? I don't know, but I don't.
Whoa, hold on. Pause. Noelle isn't woke. She used to party with Milo Yiannopoulos.
Who the hell is that?
He's like the Australian Ben Shapiro, but like a lot more extreme and kind of racist. But like it's okay. But like
Kind of racist,
okay.
low key, but you like him.
No. He's like Ben Shapiro when you when your mom doesn't want to go out to get Ben Shapiro, so she just makes Ben Shapiro at home.
We have Ben Shapiro at home.
We have Ben Shapiro at home. Yeah, he's
Shapiro.
a bit alt righty, but but yeah.
So she's racist. Okay, so
essentially.
that means that she would vote. She wouldn't vote for Carla. She wouldn't vote for Ryan. Ryan's gone though. She wouldn't vote for James. James is gone. She wouldn't vote for who would she vote for? She's racist.
Okay, can we get an advantage check in the chat? We'll try and do it now. Okay, so Carla has an idol, right?
Owen has one too, right?
Carla has an idol. Wait, Owen has an idol. Owen has
something, doesn't he?
Owen has something. You're right.
Noelle used her thing.
Carla has
Jesse
an idol.
has both of Cody's and his idols right now, I guess. Still,
Wait,
unless
Cody and him have idols?
Oh, they both have advantages. I know that Jesse has Cody's advantage.
No, Jesse has. Oh no, yeah, Jesse got the idol from Janine. Remember?
Oh yeah, and then he has Cody's idol right now still
Okay,
too.
so Jesse and Cody have 2 idols because they're not gonna flip on each other. So that's 2 idols for them. And then we also have 1 idol with Carla, and Owen has what? What is it again? I forget.
Who has what? Wait, what
Owen
are we
has like
saying?
an extra vote or something.
He has like I know it's not an idol. I know he has some sort of like extra vote or like not a steal
Owen.
vote.
Oh, they're saying Owen doesn't have anything. Okay, so then
You
Cody
sure? I
has 1
swear.
idol, Jesse has 1 idol, and Carla has an idol. That's it. Okay, all right. I feel like it's after this next episode, I feel like now then we kind of have the liberty to start playing out these final 3 scenarios. It's a bit too early now because the jury isn't even close to being formed. But I do think we can rule out some people as far as jury contention. I think for me, I don't see Gabler winning a jury vote at all at this point.
Oh yeah,
I don't see it.
not that. One.
I also probably don't. Well, no, Ryan. See, there's so many people that went home. There's only 8 people left now.
Huh?
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, 8 people left. Yeah, right.
Okay, so then there's 8 people left. I don't. See, that's the thing. It's like I could see Noelle winning a jury vote. Cody. I could see Jesse. I could see Carla. I can't see Cassidy. I can't see who else is left besides that. I can't see. I could see Sam. I don't think I could see Sammy at this point. Honestly, it's crazy.
I don't think so.
Yeah, just because like his stock is tanking so much day by day, and he's just continuing to not make moves. Like he came to the merge set up perfectly to make moves. He makes one kind of at the start of the merge with Ellie, and then after that he just doesn't do any. He's just been.
He just becomes Carlos' little slave boy. Yeah,
exactly.
The
people in the chat are pointing out that there was 2 black men who went out in this episode, so now Twitter's gonna have a tantrum, which is awesome.
Is there any more black dudes left?
Or extra content
at all?
No, there's. Is there any? Well, there's Carla, right?
No, I'm saying black dudes or black. Is there any black people at all left on the season?
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. So Carla,
they're all gone. They were like, "How could this happen? No,
like, no racism." Oh, wait, it's like no, they didn't vote them out because they were black. You don't understand.
At least that I'll applaud Carla for not being a super woke tard at least on the season.
Yeah, I mean, it could be worse. Although, I mean, for content wise, I would love if Carla said something stupid on the show.
But don't you want the season to be good? Well, okay. The way that she said, "What about the big girls?" actually didn't really piss me off that much. I was expecting it to be bad, but it really wasn't.
She's just like, "Oh, what about the big girl?" Like,
because they said the big boys, which is kind of weird, low key, that he said that. But it was like, who said that? Was it Gabler? Was like, "Oh yeah, big boys. Oh yeah, big boys. Hey, I love big boys. Yeah." And everyone's like, "What?"
Like, what do you mean by that? Like,
and Gabler was all like, "I love big boys.
Like, what?
Big boys naked." I mean,
if you're gonna be like that, if you play for that team, just let me know. Like,
yeah, if you play for the opposite team, if you play for the enemy team, bro,
listen, if you're an op, then you're an op. No, someone says thoughts on a Noelle win. It would be a little bit shocking, but it would not be like something too shocking to the point where
I wouldn't be bothered by it, honestly.
I don't know. And then Twitter's saying that Owen was committing microaggressions towards James because he was saying he butted in and singled him out.
Well, you can single my butt out. I don't really know what I don't know, like microaggression. That's the dumbest thing I've heard in my entire life.
It's for those who are watching, since you guys don't listen on our private conversations, at least I hope not. Me and Bitter had to explain to Sky what a microaggression was the other day, and he was disappointed in society, like we all should be when we hear what a microaggression.
I was a better person before I knew what microaggressions were.
yes. Sadly, we had to educate you on this horrendous nature. Who's our LVP?
Educated? Yeah. I mean, like maybe Jesse for making a bad move, Loki, but it's like.
I feel like again, like if someone's in the majority, and unless the move tanks their game completely, I think
Sammy technically did the right move, but like I just feel like this episode wasn't good for him.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's the LVP, but I'm just saying like.
I think we can consider Sammy. We can consider. Is that Sammy's the only person that's left that you can really consider, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then Sammy's the LVP 3 episodes after he was like the MVP for 5 episodes in a damn row.
After riding that dude's meat
Crazy.
for like ever, yeah, it was
Yeah,
crazy.
he's been number one in all of our power rankings for what, like the 5 episodes straight now, like 4,
Yeah,
and now he's going to be at the LVP of the episode. That's insane. I'm gonna put up a poll on my channel, guys, after this ends, and you guys can vote on who you guys think is the LVP. If you have any questions, get them in the chat. Put a question mark at the end. Someone says, "Do you guys think another twist is coming at 7 or 6 this
Hope not.
season, just like they had the do or die?" Probably, because they this is the thing, like they just like take away a twist and add one. That's the only changes to this new era format.
Because they just want to be, they want to be a little silly, they want to be a little goofy. You know, I get it.
Goofy for the homies. James said, no, he says James, of course, plays the victim and says it's all my fault. Yeah, I hate when people say like it's all my fault. Oh my god, it's like stop.
I was low-key pissed off when he was like, "It's all my fault, it's all my fault." I'm like, you know.
It's like yes. Oh my god, and then when James said cool beans, like I don't
was like,
care.
what? That was a
That's like
for
like
me.
the equivalent of like kids in our generation saying like it's not that deep. It's like it is.
Deep, bro.
It is that deep. Obviously, you're talking about it. It's that deep. Like stop talking. Oh my god,
it's so deep, bro.
people just anger me so much. What do you guys? Not you guys. What do you think is the person who's going to win? What is their like main trait here in this season? Because I feel like with 41, it was the person who just stayed as low as possible. With 42, it was a likable character to the people on the show. For this season, what's the player who wins? What do they do the best?
You don't know. Maybe, I mean, James was low-key, like, you know, living the life just by sitting down and doing nothing for the first couple episodes.
True. Yeah, I guess like a person who can control things without drawing attention to themselves. So like they're seen as a goat until they get to the end, I guess. And I feel like Carla is a perfect example of that. Oh, it's scary, man. It's scary.
Scary that we could have the Carla win. I know.
People are always telling us give Carla credit. Gotta give Carla. Give
mommy
some credit.
Give
my mommy some credit. Like it's like, bro, we are. We spent this whole episode talking about.
We just don't like her. Like it's
like literally this whole time we've been talking about how Carla has Sammy by his nuts, like literally.
Yeah, like his nuts are string together. Like, you know, it's crazy.
Straight up, bro. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Crazy world we live in, bro. Like who thought Sammy out of all people?
Person says Gabler will win. Definitely.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it, honestly.
I would probably mind that. I feel
like I might be even turned on a bit if that happened. But you know,
what?
That's another day.
On that note, what's going on there in the Skylander universe?
I actually have video ideas for the first time in ever.
Oh my god,
I know, bro! I'm working on something. I might actually have a video out sometime.
Yeah.
During Thanksgiving break, though, I do have to go to my aunt's house until like Tuesday, so that might throw a rich, you know. Plans. But,
oh my god, no.
But you know, if we can, you know, keep the train going, you know, might have a video up. You know.
What do you and there's just the last thing, and unless we have any extra questions in the chat. What is your ideal final? Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is a good one. What's your ideal final 3 to make the season end on a good note? I think to me a great one would be like Jesse and Cody at the same tribal. That would be so fun to watch Cody and Jesse duke it out. To me, that would be
like
so
who's
fun.
the third person? Just like some goat. Like,
yeah, a goat. Like Gabler would be so funny to watch.
I want to hear Gabler, you know, tell people why he should win Survivor.
You know, you guys remember Ellie? But Gabler, we don't care. She's not on the jury. Well. Anyways, so that was my big move.
I don't like Ellie, and she went.
So. And she went home. So now I should win the entire game. And then no, I actually like a realistic one would be like maybe like.
I mean, Gabler could really
Owen and Carla, like Owen, Carla, and Jesse would be like really, really fun. Or Owen and Carla.
That wouldn't be fun because Carla would win.
No. But I'm saying like obviously this is all assuming that Carla doesn't win because we don't. We're not big Carla.
Oh, they're saying for the best possible season, right? Okay.
Yeah. And then how many days do you think Carla will blame everything on her hand? That got bumped on a block.
Bro, like the injury obviously wasn't that bad if she was able to do that challenge. God. Like, stop playing, bro. Like, stop playing.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It just like they may have not like shown us it, like how bad it was, but I'm sorry. It just was not that bad. It's simply
not that bad.
Last thing here. What would be an acceptable twist at this Final 7 like that we've seen in
I
the past.
mean, basically nowadays, no twist would be a twist, so.
True, I guess, yeah. Just, I mean, I guess anything can be better than the literal, like, The Price is Right at the Final 7. I mean, come on now, that was absolutely horrible, and we got so
The Price
lucky
is Right?
that no one got sent home in the past 2 seasons off that. That was just
Wait,
disgusting.
what? Oh,
Yeah.
what's it called? What
Do or
was it
Die,
called?
where you're
Do or
literally
Die.
picking a door.
They said they're not
Door
doing
number
it,
3.
right?
Like, bro,
They said they're not doing it, right? They said, like,
no,
not,
yeah, no, it's gone, I'm saying, like, what could replace it that could be any worse? There's nothing, right?
What's
There's
literally the opposite of Do or Die? Don't or Live? What if they
Don't or live. So
introduce Don't or Live?
you can't compete in the challenge, and if you do, then you immediately get voted out the island, and you get driven off the island by a boat. Someone says, "Do you guys think we're gonna get a family visit this season?" Oh, I highly
Hell
doubt
no.
it. I doubt it.
But ever since the COVID seasons, they didn't do shit. So,
And I do kind of get that because, like, if someone does have COVID, like, they have to stop the entire season. Like, literally, they're done.
bro, what if someone died on
would
the
have
season? Would they end the season? They would just be like,
If someone dies in Survivor, the show's probably going off the air. So, I mean, let's hope not. We'll see. I don't know. I'm really, really hoping this season picks up, and these last few episodes, very similar to 42, are really, 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 really good. And I think if these last 4 episodes, just like in 42, if they're just as good as those episodes, this season will end up being better because these first 9 episodes were better than 42's first 9 episodes. But we'll see. Again, none of this happens without you guys. Check this podcast and the Power Ranking podcast out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get the podcast. Check it out. And if that's what I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.